Hi, I am Tuncay İnci. I'm working at the Turkish Tax Audit and Investigation Authority, known as VDK, and I'll give some information about your rights as a taxpayer. In the Turkish tax system, tax returns are accepted as filed. However, the VDK audits some tax returns to determine whether income and expenses are being reported accurately. If your tax return is selected for an audit, it doesn't mean that there's a problem or you made an error. The tax returns are chosen by computerized screening, by random sample, or on the basis of information received from third-party documentation. Your tax return may also be selected based upon the information received from other sources regarding potential non-compliance with the tax laws or inaccurate filing. During an audit, the VDK may contact with third parties such as your trade partners, customers or employees. The aim of the tax audit is to investigate, determine and provide that the taxes are reported accurately. Imposing a penalty on taxpayer is not the purpose. You should also know that some audits result in acceptance of the tax return without charge. In the process of tax audit, you have certain rights guaranteed by the government. And now here are some of these rights that you should know. During an audit, tax auditors communicate with the taxpayer through writing. From notifying that your return is selected for audit to the issues of the last proceedings of tax audit, the VDK or a tax auditor uses written communication. All kinds of information, documents and books of account should be asked via VDK's corporate emails or an official letter. When a tax auditor calls you or asks for any information of your business face-to-face, you don't need to comply. You have to write for a written request, a letter or an email over VDK's email address. You must be notified with a letter at least 15 days in advance that your tax return will be audited and ask for some documents. Please review the letter and the attachments for the necessary information that you need to gather. You should reply by the deadline. If you are unable to meet the deadline, please contact with the tax auditor to discuss your situation and ask for additional time. You or your legal representative can contact with the tax auditor, and if you have a reasonable ground, you will be notified with a letter or an email for an additional time for gathering the information that is asked for the audit. The books of account, documents and information of your business required for the tax audit should be received and returned with the proceedings. A copy of all the proceedings will be given to you. The tax auditor will inform you about the reason of the audit and your rights before starting the audit. Tax audits start with signing the starting audit proceedings with you and the tax auditor. You should keep a copy of these proceedings as there is a query number on it which enables you to sign in VDK Taxpayer Portal to check the status of your audit. You can also get all kinds of information about the audit process from the tax auditor. On the other hand, please keep in mind the tax auditor can still start audit by issuing the proceedings in your absence if you don't come to meeting or sign it. You can attend the meetings with the tax auditor together with your accountant, certified public accountant or attorney. Besides, a representative who is authorized by you can attend the meetings on behalf of you. However, all of the proceedings to be issued during the audit must be signed by you or by a legally authorized representative. Tax auditor can request the books of account, documents and information which are only related to the tax audit. They will not request any document or information which is irrelevant and out of scope and the period of audit. You can see the drafts of the proceedings of the tax audit at least 2 days in advance over VDK Taxpayer Portal. By this means, you will have enough time to prepare for your explanation or objections for the proposed charges. Audits end with the tax audit report, which are evaluated by the Report Evaluation Commission. A summary of your draft report will be available on the VDK Taxpayer Portal. So you can read your draft reports, and if you don't agree with the proposed charges, you or your representative can explain your situation before the Report Evaluation Commission. What you just need to do is register to your request to be heard by the Commission of the Proceedings of Tax Audit. After the Report Evaluation Commission process ends, the report will be sent to the local tax office to be put into action. Taxpayers sometimes disagree on tax matters. Please keep in mind that you have to write the appeal or take your case to the tax court for the imposed taxes and penalties. Please don't forget that taxpayers contribute a great deal to the government budget, and in this respect, it's very important to know and protect your rights. For any problem while exercising your right during an audit, you can directly contact with the President of the VDK via VDK Taxpayer Portal. For more details, the publication Taxpayer Rights in a Tax Audit is available on the vdk.gov.tr. And we welcome your comments about this publication and your suggestions for the future editions.